Hi guys, Jeff Davis here with Downunder Horsemanship, and on today's video I'm going to be taking you guys on an in-depth sort of deep dive on one of our academy students and one of the horses that's in our academy horse program. This is Serena Bowman. Serena is one of our academy students that's here for our long-term program, and this is one of her academy horses that she has in training right now. This is Cody. Cody is a 9-year-old Tennessee Walker. Cody's had about, what has he had, Serena, about 4 weeks of training?
Yes, sir, about 4 weeks.
About 4 weeks of training, okay? Today we're on the obstacle course, and we're going to be going through several different obstacles with Cody, but to start with, we're on the circle of logs. We're going to talk a little bit about what some of the exercises that we want to do in here, how we would use the circle of logs to get Cody a little bit better broke. So I'm going to hop out of your way, Serena, and then we'll go ahead and just start the exercise, and we'll get into it from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Serena, let's just go ahead and start lunging him around.
Yes, sir.
So primarily what we're going to do when we're using this circle of logs, the cool thing about this obstacle is you can basically just go do lunging for a spec stage 1 and 2 around the outside of the logs, and even if the horses get a little bit nervous or a little bit frightened over the logs, it's a circle, so they can't outrun that log. So really what you do is you just stay on the pattern until they start to relax. I like how Cody's going over these, like, to start with very relaxed. Like, you can kind of see him eyeballing the camera a little bit. It's not every day we've got a camera in his face while we're out here working. But for the obstacle itself, I really like this. Nice and relaxed. The goal for Cody when they get him home is they really want to be able to make him a nice trail horse, to be able to go ride and have their family ride. So it's real important when you're on these obstacles. We're going to get him trotting and doing some different things as well, but it's very important to me above all else that he'll walk over the obstacles relaxed, because that's what he's going to do when we go riding. Okay, Serena, look at his hindquarters and yield, and let's go the other direction. There we go. So when we're on the obstacles, you'll notice Serena's at sort of end of the lead rope. She's got her string out. We're trying to refine a lot more than what we do in the early part of the fundamentals groundwork, where we kind of do the slide, stab, step, and get the horse to give us 2 eyes. At this point of the program, at about 4 weeks in, Cody would know all the fundamentals groundwork, and he's been on the obstacle course for a little while now. He's not real experienced with some of these obstacles, but for the most part, he's seen everything at least a little bit. Okay? Good, I like that. Very content to walk. That's very important to me. Now, people will ask us, like, you know, okay, well, so what's the secret? How far apart do you put the logs? Do you guys have like a specific measurement? Do you change them for every horse? If you have a big horse, do you move them further apart? If you have a small horse, you put them closer together? The answer is, it doesn't matter. They're logs. You don't get to space the logs out on the trail any specific space either, so don't worry about it, okay? This is not an AQHA trail class. Okay, Serena, let's go ahead and point. We'll get him trotting.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. Now, we make plenty of jokes, okay, and this horse is no exception. A lot of your gaited type horses are not naturally real athletic for these sort of maneuvers, the jumping, the turning, the spinning, the body control type of exercises. Is that the end of the world? No, it's not, okay? Our job is to do what he can do what he's capable of doing, and above all else, build his confidence, okay? Every obstacle, we're just gonna treat it like an exercise. What does each exercise do? It gets the horses respectful, gets them using the thinking side of their brain. Now go ahead and just do a little stage 1, look at his butt. There we go. And send him the other way, just like that. There. And essentially what we're doing is we're just doing lunging for a spec stage 1. Here in a minute, we're gonna do a little bit of lunging for a spec stage 2. But Jeff, are you concerned about how he jumps over them? And do you notice that sometimes he steps on them? Okay, listen, it's hard to get 87 legs going in the exact same direction, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Here's what I am concerned about though. Does he do it confidently? I don't care that he looks like an eventing horse when he does it. Does he do it confidently? That's what I care about, okay? How he gets over it and sort of the style that he gets over it, that's his business, okay? I'm not gonna get involved. Okay. Just let him walk now.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and step in front and do a little bit of stage 2 there. Just do it kind of slow. That's it. There. Remember, lunging for respect stage 2, we're trying to get control of that horse's front end. So when Serena steps out in front to redirect him, we want him to stop and do a little slow roll back over his hocks and go the other direction. Change there, Serena.
Yes, sir.
There we go. That's another little technique too, Serena, that on the odd occasion, if we have one that doesn't want to slow down,
yes, sir,
we go do a little of that stage 2 and just kind of get in their road a little bit more. If the logs don't slow them down enough,
yes, sir,
that stage 2 can slow them down.
Correct, yes, sir.
But the key to that is you got to be relaxed about it, eh?
Right, right.
You really got to, if you go pressure them like you might in the arena to make the turn really good, they won't really relax the way you want.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Change there.
Yes, sir.
There. I like that.
Yeah.
Change there. So you're trying to time it, Serena, that whenever, just randomly, whenever you think he's not anticipating
yes,
it,
sir,
whenever he gets over a log, all 4 feet are over the log, then you can change directions. Okay. If I were you, not that he's being bad by a long shot, we're simulating some of this here, aren't we? But the reality is, like, if I noticed him really looking off or he got a little distracted, I'd ask for the change right there.
Okay, yes, sir.
There we go. You know, this is a good example on a horse like this. Even though he's seen the obstacles, when we're working a horse, they're not, like I said, it's not like we've got cameras in their face every day. They're not used to this kind of stuff. One of the things I think people do incorrectly is when their horse gets distracted by something, they're just hoping the horse is going to listen to them.
Yes.
What I just said to Serena is, basically challenge him for his attention a little bit. So if he's looking around or he's a little nervous about something, again, just to be clear, he's not that nervous about it. But if he were more concerned about what's going on, like right there, change.
Yes.
Exactly. When he kind of looked over the fence, he's kind of looking back at those cattle, test him a little bit, say, hey, listen, is your head in the game or what? Because I need you to stay on the task at hand. I sort of coined this little expression teaching clinics. I tell people this all the time. I said, if I'm on the ground, if it's not holding the lead rope, it's not your horse's problem. If you're holding the lead rope, you're the horse's problem, and I need him to focus on you, okay? There we go. All right, Serena, let's pick out a couple of them. We'll do a little bit of sending.
Yes, sir.
Just pick out like 2 of them. And yield. Look at that butt. And anything you're not happy with, Serena, if you want to correct something,
yes,
or if you need it, there you go. If you're not happy with his hip, you just correct him like we're not even here. We're
yes,
just going to treat this like a normal day. There we go. There we go. We're trying to do as much as we can from a distance, guys. We're trying to get it to the point where when we just point with slacking that lead rope, we don't have to get, 4 feet away just to get him to respond to us. It's okay. Shorten up your rope a little bit here,
yes,
so you can make contact on his nose. Pull him forward. There we go. Just got to be a little bit careful about that fence.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Now, the only thing I would have done differently right there is
yes,
when
sir,
you got back in the circle, I'd have just kept lunging him around that one bad way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
There, with this is the side if he gets stuck on.
Should I go ahead and just keep him sending around a little bit right now?
Go around like a lap and then go back to the sending,
yes,
you know
sir,
what I mean? Kind of get that forward motion on his brain.
Yes, sir.
And then ask for it. Now yield. Send him the other way. Yep. Yield. Yes, there we go. Better. Little resistance right there.
Yes.
You can tell he kind of picked his head up, but he didn't move his feet backwards.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yield. Okay, send him a 1 lap around here.
Okay.
We're gonna finish on that lap.
Yes, sir.
We'll do a lap around and then we'll yield and we'll draw him all the way into you and let
okay,
him rest with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yield. Bring him all the way into you. There we go. So at this stage of the program, we want to spend a lot of time bringing him into us, don't we, Serena? Because
Yes,
we
sir.
want him comfortable to come up to you,
Yes,
right?
correct.
If we're worried about at this point him being pushy and him being inside of our hula hoop space because we don't have enough control, we don't need to be on the obstacle course anyway.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We should have just kept working on the fundamentals groundwork. At this point, we want to invite him in because we want him to be comfortable to want to run up to us. Remember, you keep a horse out of your hula hoop space when he's pushy and he's disrespectful and you've got no control of his feet.
Right.
That is obviously not the problem right here.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do now off camera is we're just gonna desensitize him here, we're gonna flex him, and then when we're done here, we'll move on to another obstacle.
Take your horsemanship to the next level. The No Worries Club Premium membership is your ultimate portal to complete your horse training. You'll have access to Clinton's complete training library, thousands of hours of step-by-step instructional videos. You'll master all aspects of horsemanship, from fundamentals to trick training. You'll have access to our exclusive social network that connects you with thousands of dedicated horsemen from around the world. You'll have the method available wherever you are and accessible through the web, your phone and tablets, or your favorite streaming devices. You'll receive 8 all-new training videos per year and the quarterly No Worries Journal, as well as access to the ever-growing video library, Q&As, performance horse series, blogs, and more. But that's not all. You also get free tickets to walkabout tours and priority access to the latest news coming from Downunder Horsemanship. Not to mention VIP pricing on all of Clinton's must-have training tools. So what are you waiting for? Unlock the ultimate access and jumpstart your training program today.